You know you can't win everything, even when you want to win the hearts you want. It is just not possible. You're just limited in your abilities. Even though you can just be the greatest thing ever, you will most likely fail. Why? Because you will constantly be influenced by the outside world. In your inner world, you may have this grand kingdom of deep oceans, but on the outside, you will only reflect the limited shape you have. You will see some people winning trophies, while you will decide to stay on the sidewalks and observe the absurdity. Not that many will know your abilities and who you are, but God, maybe. You'll know you are not here to be known, but manifest God's brilliance. If you fail, though, it will not be easy to get up, not in all instances. Some falls will be regarded as part of growth, that is, if you learn your lesson to continue with an improved sense of being. Some falls will be more drastic because those will be the ones God never wanted you to cross. The consequences of life are real. Just like you can't swim in mud, you will not be able to navigate with God's light if you decide to cross His lines. You can't win everything. The universe has other plans. Even the most ambitious are bound by limitations. A mind dreaming in galaxies but speaking in whispers. A soul feeling like an ocean but forced to flow through a single life. You're infinite within but finite without. This is the first lesson of existence. Whispered in every failure and unrequited ambition. We cling to the myth of control, believing we can bend destiny to our will. But the world is chaotic, singing a hymn of entropy. External forces, others' ambitions, societal tides, and randomness push us sideways. We're not sculptors of outcomes, but sailors on a raging sea, adjusting our sails to winds we didn't summon. Society hands us a script: climb, acquire, shine. But our inner self rebels, craving meaning and transcendence, not accolades and trophies. The dissonance between the outer theater of achievement and the inner sanctum of longing breeds despair. We're Sisyphus, pushing our own expectations. You watch others sprint toward distant finish lines, their trophies and applause fleeting mirages. Detached, you become an anthropologist of absurdity, studying a culture that worships productivity. You see CEOs trading sleep for stock options, artists suffocating their visions for algorithms, and lovers performing intimacy for social media. Their victories are real, but so are their chains. You carry a different weight, torn between pity and envy for their belief in the game. But your inner world defies the external's poverty. Here you're sovereign. Time dissolves into liquid eternity, and oceans, forests, and skies of imagination meet God in secret chambers. Your value isn't in building or conquering, but in faithfully tending this hidden realm. Manifesting divine brilliance isn't erecting monuments, but kneeling in your soul and planting seeds of kindness, curiosity, and courage. The world may not applaud, but you're not here to be known. You're here as a vessel. When you fall, the ground tastes different each time. Some failures feel holy wounds, carving you into wisdom and self-alignment. But deeper, darker falls leave you gasping. From missteps beyond God's boundaries, you thought you could outrun grace, cheat cosmic laws, or drink from a poisoned well of ego or greed. But the universe doesn't bargain. Swimming in mud sinks you. Ignoring divine light leads to a labyrinth without an exit. The consequences aren't punishment, but physics. Living outside the laws brings anguish. Not all collapses end in redemption. Some leave cracks too deep to mend. You'll kneel in the rubble of a dream and wonder if it's worth rebuilding. This is the crucible where purpose is tested. Will you cling to the wreckage or let the wind carry it away? Here, the divine whispers paradoxically to rise. You must surrender and die to what you thought was life. Growth isn't a straight path, but a spiral. You circled back, bruised but broader, bearing the scars of survival. The world won't cheer this quiet resurrection. God, who counts every sparrow's fall, knows. Perhaps, in the end, that's enough. You're not here to win. You're here to be fully, fiercely, imperfectly. Be a flicker of divine fire in a world obsessed with smoke. Let others compete for crowns. You're learning to walk barefoot, feeling the earth hum beneath your feet. Panic over legacies. You're stitching your name into moments, not monuments. The outside world can't fully reflect your inner magnitude. That's by design. You're a soul in a body, a universe in a jar. Your task is to let it glow from within until it dissolves, leaving only light.